Okay, let's see if this stays. Okay, I think it's working. Okay. Hi everyone. I decided to sit down and do my empties this evening before I get into dinner. I have a roast in the crock pot and it has an hour and a half left to cook. We went to Marty's sister's house today for a little family get together earlier today, and I thought I need to get through some of my empties, so I figured I would sit down and do a live. Whoever catches it, great. If not, watch it on the replay. I have many candles to go through. When I say many, it's a good bit for me. But I haven't done an empties video since I went out of town, so it's been about a month. But I've been warming on my side here. I just haven't been as active in Facebook groups as I usually am. But I decided to sit down right now and do these, and I have a I have a good bit actually. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8 candles, and excuse me, 8 candles and a whole entire basket of wax empties to go through. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start because this is gonna be probably a long one, and I have a few soaps too. So let me go ahead and do the candles first. So I have some candles here that are um, mostly the last couple of years, or candles from this year that I want to talk about. This one here particularly is from this year, this fall. I made a wax purchase, not a wax purchase, excuse me, a candle purchase the beginning of fall, whenever they had fall candles out. I think it was in September, honestly. This first one is Caramel Pumpkin Swirl. And I love the aesthetics of this one. It has a little Bath and Body Works bakery little logo here. And then I lit this one, of course, but then I ended up ultimately putting all of these in my candle crock just to, get through them, and to also disperse a lot of the scent throughout the bottom part of my home in my open concept area. So the scent notes of Caramel Pumpkin Swirl is luscious caramel, ground cinnamon, rich brown sugar, and creamy vanilla. In the past, this was one I purchased every single year without fail. But then over the last several years, once I started pulling away from Bath and Body Works, just because of, in my opinion, and I know a lot of you guys out there too, but in my opinion, the quality of Bath and Body Works candles have been declining over the last several years. Um, Nobody really knows why, but they are not what they used to be. This was one that was a surefire strong performer, lasted forever, was actually almost too sweet for me. This candle now is just okay to me. It smells good. It's caramel, a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of spices, but not spicy. It's more a cinnamon sugar vibe. This is one I liked this. I had this going downstairs with a lot of bakery that I had going, and I liked it. Would I buy this one again? Probably. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Just because I really wasn't super impressed with the performance of this one this year. And in the past, I have had wonderful performance from this candle. I think that I have another one of these in my candle closet. I just use this one because I have used a good bit of the candles I bought. I did take some candles back that I purchased in September. I did take a few back, but I have been using up the ones from this year. So this one I'm still on the fence with it. Not because I don't like the smell. Hi, Lucy. How are you? It's not because I don't like the smell. It's just the performance. That's all. Second candle I'd like to talk about. This one is Salted Butterscotch. So this one here is one I have purchased many times. This particular one is from 2022. So the notes of this one warm brown sugar, sweet cream, sea salt, and melted butter. Without fail, salted butterscotch is one, kind of like caramel pumpkin swirl, that you can have going. It matches my sweater actually. That you can have this one going with a complimentary scent. It's butterscotch. I mean, I'm a butterscotch person, especially this one because it's not too sharp. I have found in my experience that vendor wax, sometimes the butterscotch can be a little bit too sharp to the nose if it's not blended correctly, or if it's just a straight butterscotch. It's too potent, if that's even the right word. So I liked this one. This one, I like the caramel pumpkin swirl. I have this one going with various bakery blends I had downstairs, and I liked it. I could smell this when I would go downstairs in the morning to make my coffee or tea, and I also burnt this one and then put it into my candle crock. This one I will always buy if I'm buying Bath and Body Works candles. Next one, this is Cranberry Woods. I did not make a purchase for Candle Day. I went on to the website on Friday when I'm a rewards member, which I think a lot of people are. I went on, I looked around. The particular candle I was looking for was Paris Cafe, which is my favorite coffee candle. They did not have it. The last time I saw it was last year's Candle Day. I did not make a purchase. My personal opinion on Candle Day this year was it was horrible. There were not a lot of options other than they had a bunch of summer shit on there, which I'm personally not ready for. I don't think they had any Candle Day exclusives really like they have in the past. I think it was terrible this year. So I did not spend a dime on Bath and Body Works candles. So this next one here is Cranberry Woods. First of all, I love this color. This is the White Barn version. I love that these are just simplistic. I love that these can coordinate into your home decor. And, both of these, of course, are uh, colors of the season too. Yes, disappointed. Disappointment. Yes, I agree with you. Couldn't agree more. So Cranberry Woods is also an oil that many vendors have. This one, I love a good cranberry. This one is tart cranberry, cinnamon bark, forest cedar, and golden amber. This one is from this year. I like this one. I also lit it, but I didn't feel that it was performing the way that it has in the past. My favorite cranberry candle that Bath and Body Works does is by far frosted cranberry, which I saw that on the Candle Day, but it honestly wasn't worth the $6.99 shipping that I'd have to pay just for one candle, and I didn't buy it. I have a couple frosted cranberry in my collection also, and the other one I would have bought is spiced apple toddy. That one also is a powerhouse performer, and I didn't buy that either. But overall, I was very disappointed in Candle Day this year. This one is a nice, wonderful cranberry. It has a little bit of woodsiness to it, a little bit of tree, a little bit of cranberry, and it's creamy. And this one is a winner every year. Did I wish this one performed a little bit better? Yes, but also we know that Bath and Body Works quality has been going downwards. So that one I needed a little bit more out of that one. Okay, next one here, we have White Pumpkin. White Pumpkin, this one is one of my absolute favorite fall scents. One of my favorite fall scents, actually. Hi, Tam. One of my favorite fall scents, actually, from Bath and Body Works. This one is from this year also. I told you, I've been using my candles I bought this year. This one is gingered white pumpkin, caramel glaze, and warm spices. This one, oh, yay, I'm going to keep you company. That's fantastic. At least somebody's watching. I'm happy about that. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, not planned. I just thought I would get this out of the way. Garbage days on Tuesday, I can get some of this out. So where can I start with White Pumpkin? This is one, it's slightly spicy. It's a little bit warm. and it is a little bit of everything. Oh, thank you, Tam. I appreciate it. I did my makeup today. I'm trying out some new shades. I thank you for the compliment. I don't usually wear nude lipstick, but I'm trying a different one. And Marty likes this color. It's hard to find a nude lip color when you're pale. So I think I might have found one that I like on my complexion. So White pumpkin is one of my favorite fall scents. It's my favorite, I would say one of my favorite soaps too. I always buy white pumpkin. I probably buy 4 or 5 soaps of white pumpkin, and I use it throughout the year. I actually, the soap I have down at my sink right now is, what do I have down there right now? Oh, 'Tis the Season. Hi, Merry Christmas to you too. I have 'Tis the Season at my sink downstairs in the kitchen. But previous to that, I had white pumpkin. Over in my bathroom, my master bath, I have Tree Farm. Tree Farm soap actually sometimes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment. I might have found a winner then. Thank you, Lucy. Um, Lucy is my dad's dog's name, by the way. So I will always remember your name, Lucy. She's a black lab. She's a great dog, but Lucy is it's a great name. So, um, anyways, Tree Farm. Hi, April. Happy Sunday. Tree Farm soap smells a little bit like acetone, like nail polish remover to me, but not all the time. When I start sudsing up the Tree Farm, it smells like tree. I mean, the notes in Tree Farm is a little bit of apple, pine, and there's one other thing in there. But at the end, like when I dry my hands and I smell my hands, it smells like nail polish remover. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that. Um, is she sassy too? The dog? She Lucy loves everybody and everything. I ordered her a jumbo party size bag of bacon strips on Chewy for her for Christmas and shipped to my dad. And I got the cat CT. I got her a big thing of Delectables lickable treats, which my cat Poppy loves. They have a 72 count on Chewy, so I ordered some stuff for the animals for Christmas so they can have Santa Paws come and visit them. But I wouldn't say Lucy's sassy. She's jealous and bossy. So when I was back visiting my dad for a few weeks, when she's outside, doing her business, is when I can play with the cat and really give the cat attention. So Lucy goes out 3 or 4 times a day. And so if I was home in those times, I would sit on the floor and play with the cat and just give her that bonding time. But if Lucy is in the house, she won't let that happen because she needs to have the attention. So I wouldn't say she's bossy or sassy. No, she just is in your face. But Lucy the dog and I actually have the same birthday, June 14th, believe it or not. When I was back there, I asked my dad, when's Lucy's birthday? He said, let me look in her folder, and June 14th. And I said, oh, we have the same birthday. He said, yes, you do. So, yeah, Lucy's a good girl. I'm glad my dad has her. White pumpkin. Anyways, white pumpkin. What is this one? Oh, I was going to say I didn't light this one. You can see 2 wicks there. I didn't light this one. I just put this one straight down in my candle crock. I have multiple white pumpkin candles. I love this candle. This is my, like I said, one of my favorite candles. It's a little bit spice, a little bit pumpkin, but it's definitely not bakery. And this is similar to cardamom spice. If you've ever smelled cardamom spice from Bath and Body Works, it actually looks just like this, except it's cardamom spice. It has the cream colored packaging, white barn. I have that actually lit in my spare bathroom right now. I love cardamom. So cardamom spice and this one are very similar. I think there's a little bit of cardamom in here also because cardamom is such a great warm spice. White pumpkin. I'll always have white pumpkin in my home. Next, this is another one that I purchased this year. So far 5 candles. Um, make that 6 actually, because I have one more to talk about that I purchased this year. This is sweater weather. Sweater weather. So sweater weather notes: fresh sage, juniper berries, aromatic eucalyptus, and fresh woods. So this one, I lit half of this candle. This candle is strong, yes. However, in my experience with this baby, it's not as strong and as blow you out of the room as it has been in the past. Is it still strong? Yes, but it's been stronger in the past. Hence why the quality is declining over the years. Will I buy this again? Yes. I like the home fragrance sweater weather. I cannot use sweater weather soap. I wish I could. The soap in the body version smells like wet dog to me. It's just whatever's in here isn't body safe, so they've got to adjust it in the body version, and it's horrible that I can't. It's not linear in that way, but the body version smells like wet dog. And I'm not the only one who feels that. You either smell it or you don't. But sweater weather, this one's been around for 1,000 years. This one, I like this one a lot. Next one, and the last one of this year's, is pink lavender and espresso. This is one that several vendors has duped. One of them being Teddy Bees. The second one I can think of right now is lavender and speckles. This is one that's been out for a few years. I loved the wrap on this year. It's kind of this marble effect. This one is rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, and smooth vanilla. So this one here, I lit it, of course, a little bit. And I had it downstairs in my hurricane. I had it down there before I decorated for Christmas. And where I usually have my hurricane, I have a white ceramic Christmas tree there now. So cinnamon smells like skin, that like body care. But you can see where I smell the wet dog. Yeah, I'm glad somebody else out there can see it. But I'm one that likes cinnamon. Hi Tracy, hope you're doing well. I'm one that likes cinnamon, and I hope I don't have anything that smells like body care or skin that's cinnamon, because I think that I wouldn't enjoy it very much. There's a place for cinnamon, and I don't think cinnamon, unless it's sweet cinnamon sugar, should be in body care in my opinion. But I have a white ceramic Christmas tree where my hurricane usually sits downstairs. So I put this one over in my candle crock because I decorated for Christmas around the time I was using this one. This one, I like this one. Was it strong? Yes. But this is the very first time I've ever bought this candle. I've smelled it in the past. I just haven't bought it. And I actually have Tiffany from Teddy Bees, her pink lavender espresso. It's actually over in my melting tote right now. I have used half of my souffle. And then Beth from Lavender and Speckles, her version I haven't used yet. I have it in a souffle. So I'll be able to compare. I think that I prefer it in wax. I like Tiffany's a little bit better than this candle. It's stronger, but does it smell the same as this candle? Yes. So if you are looking for a dupe in wax, next time it's available in Teddy Bees, or let's request it for the pre-order in January, it's a good one. You wouldn't think that lavender and espresso go together, but lavender and coffee works, just like lavender and bakery works. Lavender is one of my favorite oils. I love it. Okay, next, this one. Oh, I'm sorry. We have 7. 7 of my 8 candles is from this year. This is pumpkin pecan waffles. This is one. This wrap, actually, I think, if you are in any of the Bath and Body Works groups, you know that earlier this season, some of the pumpkin pecan waffles candles were pulled because it smelled like salsa, like salsa that you eat with chips or pretzels. Thankfully I bought this candle early on in the season. I love the wrap with the pat of butter and the waffle and the pumpkin. This does not smell like salsa to me. Thank goodness. But I'm sorry for those of you that got a salsa smelling candle. This one's been around for 1,000 years, also part of the bakery line. This is maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. So this one is also one that I feel is in the same ballpark as caramel pumpkin swirl, in that it's not nearly as strong as it used to be. I remember I bought a PPW candle several years ago, and I could smell that candle with the lid on. It was so sickeningly sweet. I thought I hated pumpkin pecan waffles for a long time because it was so damn too sweet. And they took some of that sweetness, I think it was the maple part. They took that sweetness out. They took it down a notch, which thank goodness they did, because now I can tolerate it again, and it's one of my favorite scents. I just finished up a scoop downstairs, this guy right here, actually. Strawberry pound cake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and pie crust. Yes, please. I love the I love the um I love the what was I thinking? The pumpkin pecan waffles portion of this wax here. I love it. So this one here, I lit and burnt this whole candle, down to the bottom. I didn't put this in my candle crock because I didn't need to. This My only complaint with this candle, really, other than it not being as strong as it has been in the past, is this one. This one burned super fast. It did not. These candles are supposed to last, where is it on here, 25 to 45 hours. This one was closer to 25 hours. So I'm happy you like pumpkin pecan waffles. There are vendors out there whose oil are better than others, so find the one you like. I think L3 has a great PPW oil. I also like Teddy Bees. I don't like all of Tiffany's bakery offerings, but her pecan waffles is an oil I really, really like. It's in Witches Be Crazy, and it's in um, Waffle Bomb, and Tiff's Twisted Sunday. I love, 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 love Tiff's Twisted Sunday. Yes, I'm sure you had it in Witches Be Crazy. I think, if I'm guessing correctly, because that's one. I mean, I could be wrong. She's got many with pecan waffles in it, but Witches Be Crazy, Witches Be Crazy is my favorite bakery scent. So that's pumpkin pecan waffles. Last candle I want to talk about. This one is from 2022, and this is. Do you remember when they did? Witches Be Crazy is amazing. Yes. Do you remember when they did the candles like this? This is Thanksgiving celebration. This is the new and the vault. You can't see it because of the glare here, but these were the limited edition candles that they would release on a Friday, and they had caramel pretzel, and they had this one, Thanksgiving celebration, and they had a coffee one, and various others that I didn't buy every one of them, but that was the year they were releasing stuff on Fridays. And I got this one. This is a very unique candle in that the notes are mashed potatoes, gravy, and sage stuffing. Thanksgiving celebration. I lit this candle, and then I finished this candle downstairs in my candle crock. However, this candle, if Thanksgiving, we just had Thanksgiving. And our friend poultry seasoning, which is used in stuffing, and it's used to season poultry, chicken, whatever. Heavily, sage is part of that. And sometimes sage can be too much. I know people sage their homes to try to get bad juju out. I'm not talking about that sage. I'm talking about the sage that we cook with poultry seasoning. I had this lit downstairs, and then I put it over in my candle crock. And when this warmed up, probably on the second day, it just was overpowering with sage poultry seasoning. And when you're making stuffing and you have your onion and your celery and you saute that in your butter. And then how I make my stuffing, I just made it. I put a little bit of poultry seasoning down in my butter, my onion, and my celery to get that going. And then once I pour that over, I made cracker stuffing this past Thanksgiving. Cracker stuffing is a recipe that my dad's mother actually made. It's old fashioned recipe. My husband said it's the best stuffing he's ever had in his life, and he wants me to make it again. So when you have your bread or your crackers or cornbread, whatever you're going to use in your bowl, then you pour your vegetables and your butter mixture over it. Typically, people add their poultry seasoning in there too. I add a little bit in my skillet, and I add the remaining in my bowl. There, I don't measure it because you gotta just have someone show you how to make stuffing and what it's supposed to taste like. However, this got to be too overpowering with poultry seasoning for me. However, it's a Thanksgiving scented candle. Did it do what it's supposed to do? Absolutely. Does it smell like potatoes and stuffing? Absolutely. I bought this for the novelty of it. I know, so brave to burn this candle. I did it. I'm a trooper, but I had to turn it off. There's still life left in this candle, but it was making me nauseous actually. It was too sagey for me, too poultry seasoning for me. I don't want my I took one for the team. Thanks. I'll remember that in the next time in the future when there's a really funky candle out there that I like the pizzeria candle. Do you remember the pizzeria candle from Bath and Body Works? It smelled like combos. Remember combos from the 90s? Oh, I can't do that fake tomato shit. I could not do that pizzeria candle. But those of you out there, some of you guys liked the pizzeria candle, not me. No, I could handle this over the pizza candle. So those are my candles. 27 minutes talking about candles. Let's go right into the soaps, then we'll go into the wax. Okay. White pumpkin. I told you I had a bottle of it. White pumpkin. I love this aesthetic. This is beautiful. I love the embossed bottles here. I think this is this year's. Like I said, gingered white pumpkin, caramel glaze, and warm blended spices. This one is a-okay. Buy that all the time. Every year, I usually pick up a few bottles because I buy soap for my mom. This next one here is cranberry and gala apple. I had this in my master bath. This is the pink that I have in my bedroom and my bathroom. This is gala apple, tart cranberry, and cinnamon. This is just your quintessential cranberry and apple, which is very fitting for fall. I would buy this again. I love this. I love this raised texture here. If you do have a soap holder, this is a little bit too thick to fit down in a soap holder. I had this around Halloween and I wanted to put it down in my kitchen because I had my ghost soap holder down there, but this one it just fit too snugly. It didn't fit like it's supposed to, so I moved this upstairs to my bathroom anyways. And the last soap I have is Fresh Fall Morning. I 1000% love this soap. I bought one, and it's been years since I had this soap. I bought one and I immediately wanted to buy more, but they've been all gone. So when this comes back next year, I'm probably buying a dozen just in this scent because I love this. It is a little bit masculine. It's a little bit tree. It's a little bit sexy. It's a little bit apple. And it's such a good fall scent. Loved this. When I went out of town, there was a little bit left in this bottle, so I put a fresh bottle of soap on for my husband to use when I was gone. And when I came back, I finished up this soap because he would have run out of soap anyways, and I didn't want him to just grab any old soap. There's a rhyme and reason to how I choose my soap. So, time to get into the wax. Okay, where shall I start? Let's start with scoops. I have several scoops in here I want to talk about. I bumped my cord here. I'm getting ready to de-stash quite a bit of scoops out of my collection. Nothing wrong with them. I'm just making room and doing this past week when my husband he was in San Diego for a conference. I went through I've gone through 90% of my wax collection, and I'm just making room, things that I've accumulated 3 and 4 of, and just stuff that, I went down the rabbit hole 3 years ago and never came up for air. And now I'm trying to swim back up to the top. So watch for that this week sometime. I don't have a printer at my house, and I'm planning on using Pirate Ship to save a little bit on shipping for us, for me and you. So I'm going to have my husband print off the labels at his office, and he wasn't back in town, and well, he wasn't back in his office till this week. So I didn't want to put anything up for sale and then have to wait an extended period of time. So anyways, watch for that. If anybody's interested, it's going to be discounted, of course, not the $8.80 that they are on the website. So anyways, I know a lot of you are on no buys and low buys, but I'm just gonna put my scoops up, and whatever the universe lets happen, let's happen. So this first one is strawberry pound cake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and pie crust. This one I use downstairs. I have 4 warmers down there now. I took my second tea light warmer that I usually have in this room where I am. I took that downstairs. I have a bulb. My only bulb warmer in my home is my Frosty the Snowman. I have that downstairs, and I have 2 tea lights and one of my hot plates. One of my hot plates downstairs I had 2, one died on Thanksgiving, and I had a little service for him. He was almost 4 years old, so I definitely got my money's worth out of that one. So I have my candle crock down there, and I have an old fashioned Christmas tree that has the light up in the middle of it, and I took my second tea light warmer down there just for scent. So this one I finished up. I love this scent. I'm not a strawberry pound cake fan alone. I like it blended with things. And this one here, this is super duper fattening smelling bakery, heavy pie crust, heavy cake, heavy pumpkin pecan waffles. Fantastic. I've got a mess of these too. They're not up for sale because I love this scent so much. But this one is one if you I'm not sure. L3's got a lot of sales going on this week. I think today was the Christmas Tardy, 25% off of her fluted tarts. I think scoops are on sale sometime this week. I don't remember what day though. This next one here, if Tam is still on here, this is one of her favorites. I got this one because of her. This is Vanilla Birch, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Zucchini Bread. This one here, I love Vanilla Birch. Vanilla Birch is one of my favorite Bath & Body Works scents, and it sells out in candles every year. I was going to buy one in the September candle sale that I bought most of these candles from this year, but Vanilla Birch was already sold out for the season. So this one is very, very good. It's got a heavy Sugar Cookie Royale presence. In my opinion, L3's Sugar Cookie Royale is the best Sugar Cookie Royale that is in vendor wax of the vendors that I've tried. You get a little bit of the heaviness and creaminess of the zucchini bread, and then that vanilla birch is just there to give a little bit of something something. It's very good. I love this. I have this going downstairs also. In January, I'm going to focus a lot on scoops and making a dent in my scoops collection. I, however, love scoops. I will always buy scoops. It performs well in my home, and I love that punch you in the nose strong right out of the gate. I find that I have to change if I'm using a scoopable formula, I have to change my wax more frequently, but I don't mind because I get that fragrance payoff and I get through my wax faster. So there's that one. And this last one here, this is from Scoopable Wax Melts, which is going to be changing names. Kathy has retired her scoops. This is banana bread carbs. This is one that Rose Girls also offers the same blend. This is banana cream pie, zucchini bread, baked bread, and cookies and donuts. So this is one you have to like banana to like this one. It's very creamy. I wouldn't say it's artificial smelling banana. It's more of a banana bread on steroids vibe. I love this. I have another scoop of this somewhere in my house. I think, unless this is the only one. I thought I bought 2 of these, but Scoopables no more. This is, I love this blend. I'll have to get it from Jenny if I want it again, I think. So there's that one. I'm just going to start grabbing no rhyme or reason here. This next one is Second and Spruce. This one is Fountain of Friends. This one, L3 is now owned by Janelle and JC Unger. They're from Oregon. And Second and Spruce is owned by Erica Kane from Pittsburgh. I did not get to meet up with Erica when I went back to see my dad. We talked and we tried. Both of the weekends I was back there, Erica was busy with her son and then the pre-order and then birthday parties and stuff. So in the spring when I go back, I'm going to go back and see my dad in April, unless he needs me in the meantime. Erica and I are going to get together. So this is Fountain of Friends. This is one from the One collection, the Friends inspired collection. This is Rain, Fresh Air, Candied Melon, Wet Pavement, Light Florals, and Lush Greens. This one was poured back in March. So I absolutely love this fat clamshell. These are nice, oversized, generous pieces of wax. I love this. This one is very fresh, very clean, very spring-like, a cleaning day when you don't know what to warm, but you aren't in a mood for anything in particular. This was one that it lasts for a long time also. This is one I could put in morning and in the evening time, it's still lingering in the air. I would repurchase this one. Loved that one. Another Second and Spruce one I have here is Milk and Cookies. This was a bag of shapes that I got back in January. Milk and Cookies is one of her house blends. She had a Milk and Cookies sampler earlier this year, and I bought one. You know I bought one. This is rich sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, buttercream, sweet milk, and an extra pinch of sugar. I love this blend. I have this going. This is one of those blends that goes well with anything. So I had this going downstairs. And I had it up here too, but it had some larger shapes, and I tend to put a little bit more of a piece of wax in my tea light warmers just because it burns so hot. To make up for that heat, I put a little bit more wax in so I can have it last a little bit longer. There were some larger heart shapes in here that I took downstairs and put in my tea light warmer down there. So this one, I had this going with lavender. Lavender and Milk and Cookies is fantastic. There's eggnog, peppermint, pumpkin, you name it, you can warm it with Milk and Cookies. It's one of those unicorn scents, kind of like Witches Be Crazy from Teddy Bees. I love this. I will never be without Milk and Cookies, and every pre-order Erica seems to offer Milk and Cookies in some way, shape, or form, whether it's with a blend or the original blend. Love Milk and Cookies. Next, we have Dessa's Homespun Scents. Dessa is owned by Dessa Bonner, and she's now from Beaver Creek, Ohio. She's previously from Arizona. Yes, so I have my Dessa's haul that I got over a week ago, but I haven't been able to film. I haven't felt like filming, honestly, but I'm trying to get back into the habit of it. I actually have my stuff sitting right here on the bed to film. I already cracked into one of my brittles. I've got some of that haul to film. But this is from the previous pre-order. This is a tub. She does tubs now too. This is Wish Upon a Star. This is by and far my favorite blueberry waffle blend that she offers. This is Belgian waffles, sweet blueberry compote, and creamy zucchini bread. First of all, I have to comment on, look at how clean this is. You should see the brand new pristine tubs that I have from the pre-order I need to film. She has some of the cleanest wax. It's beautiful. It looks like it's, it wasn't even, it doesn't look like it's real. It just looks like it just looks like, I'll just show you this here. This might be a bad example, but it doesn't, it's beautiful. Like, it's so smooth. It's so everything. Second and Spruce, Erica is going to be finishing up pouring by the 9th, and she's going to prep for shipping. She has made several posts in her group that this one was the biggest pre-order that she and Slade have ever had, and she's had to extend it a little bit because of just the sheer size of it. She's going to be shipping out everything by the 23rd, so it's coming. Anyways, Dessa's new formula, I didn't have a problem with her old formula, and I love her new formula. I I I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have a problem with performance or shelf life or anything with her old formula, but with her new formula, I do notice that the scents throw a little bit stronger and a little bit longer. So if that was something you struggled with in the past, check out Dessa, give her new formula a try. Even if you order a handful of tiles to try, it's worth doing because she has put a lot of time and heart into her wax. She's going to be retiring in 2025, and she's going to have more time to dedicate to wax, and she's going to be open more often and all of those things. So her new formula just continues to impress her, and it continues to impress a lot of you guys and myself included in that group. So Wish Upon a Star, absolutely love that blend. Next one is Palo Santo Cinnamon Sugar from L3. This is one I bought on Tam's recommendation. I really liked this one. I like not Jen. Jen sold the company. It's just a habit. I like L3's Palo Santo oil. I really do. It's one of my favorite ones out there. And blended with cinnamon sugar, it's a little bit different than what you would expect. I really liked it, and it did well in my home. It's great alone, and it's also a great blender scent as well. So we have that one there. And then Nordic Christmas. This one is Dessa's also. This is balsam, cedar, Macintosh apple, bayberry, and winter berries. This one here is good. This one is very tree, very pine. I didn't get too much apple or too much berry from it. This is mostly just pine. It's a great Christmas scent. I don't have any more of this one actually, but it's okay because I've got several pine ones in my collection. Nordic Christmas. Next, another L3 one. This is orange chiffon cake, lavender, and zucchini bread. This one here, I really liked this one too. You wouldn't think that orange and lavender work well, but they do. You throw a little bit of the zucchini bread in there, and this is a great bakery experience. It's a little bit of little bit citrus, a little bit lavender. It's really good. I like that one a lot. Next, another one of L3, we have Hey 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 zucchini bread. Hey 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 is banana split with strawberry and peanuts. Hey 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 is, yes, I love lavender and all things too. I really do like lavender a ton. So, and my husband does too. This one, I really liked this one. Hey 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 is a scent that's unique. It doesn't quite smell like banana or strawberry or anything. It kind of just smells like you're smelling a banana split, where it's a little bit sweet, a little bit fruit, and you throw zucchini bread in there, and you have a wonderful bakery experience. So I like that one. Next, we have strawberry, sea salt caramel, and pretzel from L3. This one's on the Pretzel Palooza list, and I think Lobes, or maybe I don't know what form it's in. I haven't really looked at the list and committed it to memory of what's being offered and what. But this is fantastic. I love caramel and strawberry together. I love caramel and pretzel together, and all of these together is dynamite. Love that. Next, we have Cocoa Puffs, Count Chocula, Coconut Extreme, Rice Krispie Treats, and Salted Caramel. This was one of my customs from earlier this year, and I finished up the puppy pack here. I liked this one. I'm not a chocolate and wax fan, but I do like Cocoa Puffs, believe it or not. Count Chocula, Cocoa Puffs, it all is just a nice, creamy cereal chocolate experience. It smells just like the actual cereal does if you put your nose down in the box. I liked that coconut and chocolate, I know, but coconut and chocolate go well together. I liked the rice. I like her Rice Krispie Treats oil. I love caramel, and I thought, hey, what the hell? Might as well give these a try. I really liked this. It is just like it's a caramel chocolate coconut cereal experience. It's kind of hard to put into words. Next, I have Teddy Bees. This is the Bear and the Maiden Fair. This is a new blend. This is warm cupcakes, vanilla bourbon buttercream, drizzle of honey, cream cheese, Palo Santo, and fire roasted marshmallows. The best way I can describe this one is you have rich vanilla cupcakes with butterscotch frosting. That's what I got from this, and I liked it a lot. You can smell a little bit of honey once this has been warming for about 45 minutes to an hour, I would say. It just takes up a little bit of sweetness. But I really, really like this blend. I actually have this in a tub as well. It's good. I think I'll save the tub for further on down the line, though. Next, we have Oregon Autumn and King of the North. This is L3. Oregon Autumn is one of my favorite L3 blends for fall. That is crisp, clean, and fresh fallen leaves with a hint of rainstorm. And then King of the North is black pepper, bergamot, and sexy pheromones. This one is Oregon Autumn with a little bit of masculinity added into it. I liked this one. If you like Oregon Autumn, it's hard to describe. If you like Oregon Autumn, you would like that one. I have a retail clam, Better Homes and Gardens apple pumpkin. This is one, I don't have a lot of retail in my collection. I only have a handful. I am not a fan of the residue that it leaves in my warmers, so I have moved all of my retail for the most part out. But I use this one up because this is a really good fall blend. If you are a person that uses Walmart wax in your home and you like that apple pumpkin vibe, this is one. I think it was out this year. This one's a few years old. I think this one was out this year. I think it's out every year. It might even be one that's out all year. I don't even know. This is one that you would like. Definitely. Next, this is lavender, second in spruce, but this was her house lavender back when she had it in samples that she sent out to various orders. This is sweet lavender and lavender sprigs. This is a fantastic lavender. This reminds me a lot of Tiff's favorite lavender from Teddy Bees. This is a beautiful, creamy, rich, luscious, smooth lavender. This is my favorite lavender. It's her house lavender now. I love this. Love that. I had that going with milk and cookies, actually. It's fantastic together. Okay, next we have Teddy Bees. This is Sweet Spot. Oh, that's a great idea. Add a piece of vendor wax to Walmart wax. I'll see if I have a couple of clams from Walmart still in I have all my retail stuff and my Scentsy stuff in one little drawer. I'll try that. Thanks for the tip. I never thought about that, but that helps because you know what I mean when it leaves a residue. Your cotton ball gets stuck in it, and it's a mess, and it just leaves a residue that I'm not crazy about. But I'll try that out. Sweet Spot. Okay. This one is butterscotch, warm snickerdoodle, pecan waffles, and vanilla cream. This is one of Tiffany's bakery blends that I really, really like. This performs beautifully. It's strong. It lasts a long time. If you like butterscotch bakery, this is one for you. Next, we have Glitterati strawberry yeast rolls. Somebody by the name of April that might be on here still likes strawberry yeast rolls also. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? This is strawberries and fresh baked yeast rolls. This one is so good. I bought five brittles of this, and this one I warmed this probably within 3 or 4 days, all upstairs, and I love this blend. It's kind of similar to, I wouldn't quite say it's strawberry jam. I don't think Janine uses strawberry jam in this blend. It's more like a true strawberry or a fresh picked strawberry with that beautiful, wonderful yeast rolls. Yes, twins, 5 brittles. I had to get it. Why five? When I was in school, my maiden name starts with an F, and I was always fifth. You know how you sit in alphabetical order and you have to stand in lines. I always was number five, so five is just something that I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why I went with five. I love the yeast rolls oil that she uses. I wouldn't quite say it's what's the um there's a there's a roll a roll oil out there. What is it called? I can't remember the name of it. I wouldn't quite say it's like that. It's got a little bit of it's got a little, what the hell are they called? Not dinner rolls. It's I don't remember the name of the oil. L3 has it that I'm thinking of. It's not it's not honey baked rolls. I can't remember. Anyways, it smells similar to that, but it's got a little bit more of a yeastiness to it, hence the yeast rolls. But all in all, I love this blend. Very, very good. Okay, I did use up. I've got a good bit in here, so I'm trying to go a little bit faster than I usually do. This is from November of 22, Sassy Girl Aroma Snow White Pumpkins. This is her dupe for White Pumpkin from Bath and Body Works. I talked about White Pumpkin enough earlier. This one smells just like the candle. Julie's getting ready to open sometime in January. She's going to have her pre-order list announced by January 1st. I personally can't wait for Sassy Girl Aroma to come back. So excited and so happy Julie was able to get her business back, back up and running almost after everything had happened over this last year. Snow White Pumpkins. Love that one. Next one I finished up by Teddy Bees. This is Creep Show. Creep Show was a popular one when this was offered. This one was poured back in June. This is pumpkin sugar donuts, marshmallow fireside, sugar cookies, creamy cheesecake, graham crackers, marshmallow cream, and a hint of sweet spice. So this is one that I only had a souffle of, so it's gone out of my collection. I recently have jumped on to the pumpkin sugar donut bus, and I really, really like it. This one, it smells like pumpkin sugar donuts with a little bit of extra bakery to me. I don't get the cheesecake. I don't get marshmallow fireside. I don't really even get cookies. I just get a nice, beautiful pumpkin sugar donuts with a little bit of extra bakery. But I like this one. It performed well in my home. I had this going all throughout my upstairs over a course of a few days. I would buy Creep Show again. Definitely. Next, I finished up Spooky Hayride from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is an old one also. This one is warm, spicy notes of nutmeg and black pepper with woody notes and just a hint of orange and fir. This is one that is spooky, mysterious, damp, haunted house. I can even still smell it through the bag. If you like patchouli or you like those earthier blends, you would like this one. It has that outdoorsy, spicy vibe to it. Next, we have Rainbow Melts. It's fall, y'all. This was a custom of mine. I love this one. This is Leaves, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Palo Santo, and Pumpkin Apple. I loved this one. I would order this custom again. Definitely again. It performed well. It was a beautiful Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Palo Santo, fall. This was quintessential fall. I started using this one back in August, right after I got it. This was poured on August 16th. I loved this one. This was a big old bag of shapes. Loved that. Okay, next, Glitterati. We have Harvest Walnut Cake. This was from her pre-order that she poured back in July. Harvest Walnut Cake. This is funnel cake, batter, walnuts, maple syrup, butter, milk, cinnamon, and powdered sugar. This one had a very bakery, nutty cake vibe. This one wasn't too complex. It just has a lot of notes moving in it. Hi, Laura. Good evening to you too. Um, I liked this one. It had a sweetness to it, had a nuttiness to it. Bakery, it was great. I really liked this one. I have not had a bad blend from Glitterati. I didn't order from her last pre-order because I had a nail appointment actually, and I was being good. So I'll pick her up again sometime next year. This next one is L3. This is herbal lavender, salty sea air, and coastal kale. I, for one, love coastal kale. So good. If you like coastal pine cones from Lavender and Speckles, that's got coastal kale in it. If you like Speechless, I'm pretty sure Speechless has coastal kale in it from Rose Girls. Coastal kale is just yummy. I love it. It's fresh, it's green, it's a little aquatic. I love coastal kale. Love it. This one, coastal kale is extremely strong. It takes over a blend. But in this one here, I could get a little bit of lavender, not so much salty sea air, but coastal kale takes the cake with this one. I love it. I love Speechless too. Speechless is fantastic. Next, Teddy Bees again. We have Sweet Halloween. This one I finished up before I went out of town. This one is candy corn, vanilla cupcakes, and sweet vanilla frosting. This one is a really rich vanilla cupcake, and there's something special with that candy corn oil. I can't quite put it into words, but it has a richness to it, and it's more than just a vanilla cake. It's got something extra to it. I can't quite describe it, but I have a tub of this also that I'm going to be saving for probably fall 2025. Let it get really nice and cured. This was poured back in March. So I love this one. It's popular and it's great. Okay, next we have Everything Vice. Everything Vice is owned by Lulu Haggerty. This particular blend is called Haggerty Orchards. This one was from her pre-order that shipped back in October, I think. I didn't do a video for this haul. I got this order right when I came home from out of town, and I had several hauls I didn't do videos for. This was one. This is True Apple, Bartlett Pear, Sweet Hay, and Toasted Hickory Nuts. She forgot to put the Bartlett Pear in this particular blend, so she sent us little snap bars of pear to add with this. I chose not to put the pear in it just because I was frankly being lazy, but I liked how this smelled without the pear. This was a beautiful apple orchard blend. Crisp, rich, and juicy. This reminded me of Red Delicious or even a Honey Crisp, probably more Honey Crisp apple. I loved this one. I had this going downstairs in my open concept. It was just a nice pop, fresh apple scent. I liked that one. Next is Teddy Bees again. We have I Heart Vanilla Spiced Apples. This I Heart blend is her house blend that's primarily Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I Heart Vanilla blended with juicy apples, cinnamon, clove, and vanilla bean. I really liked this one. You do have to like Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds in order to like I Heart Vanilla blends. But this one had a nice, beautiful cinnamon apple experience with it, and I liked this one. To me, it's a little bit on the lighter side, but I wasn't complaining because over time, that Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds just rises to the top, and it's strong oil once it's heated up for a while, in my opinion, and in my home. It always pops once it's on the warmer for a while. So, but the vanilla spiced, the spiced apple part of it, I wish it was a little bit stronger, but overall, I would buy this blend again. I would buy that again. Okay, next, this is one of a fantastic scent. This is Fresh Picked Strawberries, fresh baked bread, and pretzel. This one might be on the L3 list for this coming Pretzel Palooza pre-order. I'm not sure. Um, if you like strawberries, pretzels, and bread, this one is worth your time. I love this one. This one was a puppy pack, of course. I have a couple more of that blend in various forms, and I will always buy that one. Teddy Bees again. We have blueberry dump cake. This one, I loved this one. This is blueberry crispy cake topping and hints of warm spice with vanilla. This was a nice blueberry bakery. If you like blueberry bakery with a little bit of a streusel or a strudel experience, I really could smell that. This is one you want to try next time it comes back. I liked this one a lot. My husband likes blueberry too, so I got that one with him in mind. Next one is Second and Spruce. This is Fall in Love. This one I had since last year. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, birthday cake, glazed donuts, and cinnamon and sugar. Yes, please. Heavy duty bakery, fattening. If you like Witches Be Crazy, you would like Fall in Love. They're kind of the same rich, creamy, heavy bakery. Fantastic. I have a clam from Second and Spruce. This is from her Just Brew It coffee sampler from earlier this year. This is Nutty Buddies Latte. This one is a pistachio coffee blend. This is house coffee beans, pistachio macaron, almond buttercream, and pistachio cream foam. This one is true pistachio, not cherry pulling. It's true, slightly almond, creamy, nutty pistachio. This one, I wish had a little bit more of a coffee vibe to it. This was mostly creamy pistachio. Not complaining. I love a good coffee scent. I love strong coffee, not only to drink, but in my wax too. And this one I liked, but I wish it had a little bit more presence of coffee. But overall, this was a great scent. If you like true pistachio nuttiness, that's one for you. We have Witches Be Crazy for blueberries. I have this. I think I have another tub of this in my collection, but I have had probably 4 or 5 of this over the course of how many times it's been offered. This is from 2022, this souffle. This is birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, and cinnamon spiced vanilla blended with sweet blueberries. So if you've had Witches Be Crazy, add a little bit of blueberry to it, and that's what this is. A plus, primo, grade A, fantastic. Milk cookies and beach treats with lavender marshmallows from Teddy Bees. Her milk and cookies, beach treats, which is her beach nights, and lavender marshmallow. I like the lavender it's in here. It's not quite as strong as the lavender in Tiff's favorite lavender, which I got a tub of in the RTS last week. I was one of the lucky ones, I guess. It has, of course, it has marshmallow in it. Lavender marshmallow, I believe, is the Bath and Body Works scent, and it is creamy, creamy, sweet lavender. I personally like a little bit of a stronger lavender presence, but this one was good because the beach treats, the lavender, and the milk and cookies, this was a great bakery experience. Next is Surfside Sweet Shop. This is one of Tiffany's best-selling bakery blends. This one, by and far, when it's offered, and it was offered in last pre-order, what is it? Surfside Holiday Shop, I think she called it, which was this blend right here with peppermint and pine. Very good. I only have a souffle of it, but it's very, very good. This is birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats. This is strong. This is one of her best bakery blends, right up there next to Witches Be Crazy. I love this blend. I have this in a couple of tubs. I always get Surfside Sweet Shop whenever it's offered. This one is similar to Cozy Cookie Cake, which has some of the same notes. It also has beach treats in it. But to me, this one is a little bit stronger. The Cozy Cookie Cake is creamier. It still has, these could be cousins. This one is a little bit heavier in the beach treats, and the cozy cookie cake is creamier, if that makes sense. Next, we have lemon drizzled pretzel from Swanky. I have had this blend several times, and I have a loaf coming in the pre-order that Jeannie is working on. This is strong. It's creamy lemon. It's pretzel. It's fantastic. I love this one. This was a souffle. I warmed this baby very quickly. This lemon, it's not cleaner lemon. It's not really even bakery lemon. It's a very unique lemon that is, it's yummy. It goes well with the pretzel. I really, really like this one. Very good. Pumpkin Pretzel Crunch from Dessa's. I loved this blend too. This is doughy butter pretzel, pumpkin filling, and crunchy caramel bits. This is one from not the pre-order that just shipped, but the previous one. The one with her very first pre-order with her new formula. If you like pretzel, caramel, and pumpkin, it's a simple blend, but it's yummy. I really love Dessa's pretzel oil, especially when she blends it with her buttery caramel. Oh, it's delightful. This is Destination Wax. I don't talk about Destination Wax very often. This is Santa Rosa. This is Palo Santo and White Rose. I know rose isn't for everybody, but I love roses. I love the smell of this too. It's very, very good. It is primarily white rose. It's creamy, it's floral, it's classy, timeless, it's very sophisticated. I love a good rose scent in my home. But like I said, I know not a lot of floral lovers out there, but this is beautiful for a bathroom, for bath time, for relaxation, and I really like that blend. Maple Crunch Pancakes from Dessa. Another snap bar that I finished up here. This is fluffy pancakes, rich butter, maple syrup, and caramelized walnuts. I loved this blend too. Yay, another floral lover. Yay. I love, there's a few of us out there. I really like Dessa's, like I said, her butter, her maple blends, her pancake or flapjack blends, her waffle oils. I usually buy those when they're offered. This one is, you get a little bit of walnut to it, a little bit of a nutty experience. This is a great complementary scent for anything else you have going in your home that's bakery. This is good alone or a blender. I like that one too. Next is Noel's Farm Scents. This one is Leaf It to Fig. This was utterly beautiful. I loved this scent. And it's leaves, which is Bath and Body Works, and fig. I should have got two of these, honestly. And I don't remember if I did or not. But this was beautiful. Lasted for a long time also. I had this was a brittle bar. I had this going downstairs in my open concept. It's beautiful. It doesn't quite smell like leaves or fig, but it just is a really sophisticated home fragrance that doesn't really live in a category. I couldn't say it's earthy or spicy or floral or anything. It's just, it's different, but I loved it. I was sad when I used it all up, but I'm not hoarding. I made myself use it up. Next, this was a sample from Everything Vice. This is Staycation. This is cranberry zucchini bread, vanilla butter fudge, and lemon glaze. I really liked this one too. The cranberry and lemon, you wouldn't think those two go together, but Lulu blended this in such a way. It's creamy, it's luscious. That vanilla butter fudge just kind of ties those two together to amplify up the richness factor of it. I had this going in my master bath and bedroom upstairs. This looks like, I don't know what house this is or if it's just a generic house, but to me, this looks like the Pippi Longstocking house from the 90s movie, or the late 80s, I should say, Villa Villicula. That's what it looks like to me. It might even be the house from The Shining, but I don't think it is. But maybe it is. I don't know. But the shape of the bar was actually in a house. It was really, really cool. Lulu has that immaculate attention to detail with stuff like that. Next, this was a custom of mine from L3. This was something I called Scarecrow. This was actually available several sales ago, called Scarecrow, actually. This is leaves, caramel apple, pumpkin pecan waffles, cinnamon rolls, and vanilla butter fudge. Everything I love about fall, all wrapped into one, which is exactly what I was looking for with this blend. I love leaves. I love caramel apple. I love PPW. I love the cinnamon aspect, and I love vanilla butter fudge. This was fantastic. Love it. It was the creamy fall bakery that I was looking for. Fantastic. Rose Girls, apple carting with ghoul friends. So, Jenny is reformulating her labels, so she just has the simple label on her bags. This is apple fritter, cider lane, ooey gooey caramel, pumpkin sugar donuts, vanilla Noel, and monster cookie fluff puffs. I absolutely love monster cookie fluff puffs. It's monster cookie and marshmallow smoothie. It's super simple, but there's something with that damn monster cookie oil. It's scrumptious and buttery and creamy. So anytime that's in a blend, I try to buy it if I can. But I still have Rose Girls page muted, so I don't get the updates because I'm still on a Rose Girls diet. I'm on a few vendors diet right now. Lavender and Speckles for one, because I have quite a bit I've got to use through. I need to go on a Teddy B's diet, but that probably is not happening because of her just opening up a few times a year. In fact, Lavender and Speckles is going to be going back to her monthly pre-orders, so I'm fine on a diet from her. I'm on an L3 diet, believe it or not. I went overboard this past year with things, but I am going to purchase a small order from Pretzel Palooza. I won't go on a second and spruce diet because Erica's only offered open a few times a year also. Yeah, Teddy B diets, I'm not even going to try because I have failed for 3 years with that. So that's one I'm just going to let in my life. I really like Dessa's wax. Until she retires, she's only open a handful of times a year also. And Swanky, same thing. I do have a good bit of Swanky wax. I don't buy a ton of bakery from Swanky with the exception of lemon drizzled pretzels and some buttery toast and jam. But also, Sassy Girl Aroma is coming back in January, so I'm looking forward to that one. I do like my Sassy Girl Aroma. Super Tarts, I have no problem going on a diet with. I ordered some Wax Wednesday items, which will be coming in March or April next year. And then Glitterati, I have a good bit of Glitterati, but I do warm it. So my wax plan looks much different for 2020, well actually for now on 2025 than it has in the past. Really really sitting down and going through all of my wax was extremely sobering in that I need to stop buying wax just because I don't want to miss out on a scent, because I am 15 miles down the rabbit hole and I need to dig myself out. And I do use a lot of wax, as you can see. I've been home for a month from Pennsylvania and I've used up quite a bit of wax. I only have 9 warmers in my home. I change my wax faithfully every 4 hours. So I'm able to get through. I know some of you guys have 30 warmers in your home. I don't have that many plugs in my home. I don't have that many places. Plus, I have Poppy, and she leaves the stuff alone where it is now, and I don't want to mess up her vibe. So I'm not going to be having as many hauls, but those that I do purchase from will probably be they're going to be more scaled back. I do want to do some other things in my life. Just not going into detail or other things, but I have other hobbies and other interests, and I want to be able to focus on those for mental health purposes and for just enriching my life and all sorts of things other than just wax. That's my plan for moving into 2025. So, anyways, um, talked about my wax diet. I like this blend a lot. This apple fritter, cider lane, caramel, those are all my best friends with fall. I love it. And then monster cookie fluff puffs. It's Yes, I have my Frosty the Snowman. It's not Frosty the Snowman, but it's a snowman, and I have it. I leave it out until March, beginning of April. It's my bulb warmer, but I also rigged up the bulb so it's not a rinky dinky weak bulb. It's a higher wattage, so I feel okay leaving that out. Usually, I don't have a warmer sit where I have my bulb warmer, but Poppy doesn't even really realize it's a warmer to disturb it. So I guess I'm good in that fact, in that manner. If I do anything, I might buy a few more tea lights because they don't require a plug, of course. I actually might do that. I have a few in my Amazon cart, but we'll see. We will see. I like this one. Would I buy this again? Yes. Would I buy it anytime soon? No, because I've got, even though I made a dent in my, yep, it's very fulfilling. And I'll tell you what really started it was going out of town and being away from, um, wax for a couple of weeks. And where my dad lives, if you watched my video I posted when I was at his house and I was sitting up on the tree line looking down, my dad lives in the country. The internet that I had when I was there, uh, he doesn't have many options for internet where he lives, and I don't have the speed of the internet that I have when I go into town when I'm there or when I'm here in my home. He lives in the country. Just it's part of it. So I wasn't keeping up with wax groups. I wasn't posting in wax groups. I wasn't keeping track of when people had orders or any of that stuff, and that really helped. um Hi, Kim. I It really helped rip the band-aid off with breaking that cycle of constantly feeling like, okay, who's coming up next? What do I have to buy? Oh, that one smells good. Oh, I need that one. Oh, and trust me, most of us have plenty enough wax in our home. We don't really realize it until you put it all out in front of you and you really look at it and you're kind of like, what have I done? Oh my god, how did I get here, kind of a thing. Very sobering, like I said. And then this whole past week I spent till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, just really, I didn't do an inventory. I don't keep a spreadsheet or anything like that. I don't have Office on my personal computer, and so I can't use Excel anyways. And Google Sheets is a pain in the butt, in my opinion. So I don't have an inventory like a lot of you guys have on spreadsheets, but just, I'm destashing a good bit of wax. And one thing I did do over the weekend was I had a 40 pound box of wax that I took and I donated to my local Goodwill. Um, all brand new wax. I wouldn't say brand new like I just got it wax, but wax it's still plenty of scent left to it. And I donated it to Goodwill. And I figure if anything, somebody there will buy it and maybe that will pay it forward and bring business to that small vendor. I considered that my Good Samaritan thing for this year, and also helping alleviate getting some wax that either I'm not crazy for, I'm not reaching for, I'm no longer into, and I got that out of my house. That helped a lot too. And I'm also doing the same thing with books. I love books. I've been reading since I was 3. I've accumulated a ton of books in my life, and not all books are good books. And I'll never read all the books that I have. I would like to, but I'm just being super realistic with things. And I just donated 2 large boxes of books to my local library. So when they have their book sales throughout the year, let them get a few bucks from the books. And I feel good. That's a way I can give back for 2 things, wax and books, that have given me so much joy in my life. Let somebody else experience that. Or maybe somebody will find the wax and it will ignite something in them that has brought me so much joy over the last almost 4 years. In January, it'll be 4 years since I've discovered vendor wax. So I'm not completely cutting myself off and denying myself of buying wax, but it's drastically changed. I've had since I went back to my dad's, I've had an eye opening, and I kind of I've shifted, and I've said this in videos. I've shifted into another chapter of my life. I turned 40 this summer, and I just, you know, I wanted to this year to be a year that made a difference in my life. And boy, did I get that earlier this year in the spring. And then most recently going back and spending time with my father for 2 weeks, and just, I still have both of my parents, and just really knowing that our time here on this earth is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. And just trying to make the best of every day. My priorities have changed. And um, it's hard being away from my home. I live here in Utah, and I love Utah, I do. But my home is Pennsylvania. It's in my heart. And it's hard. It's hard being away. It really is. And that, coupled with other things in my life, I had a lot happen at once. A lot happened at once. So I had to take a step away. I didn't spend Thanksgiving with my in-laws this year. We stayed home. My mom came down. It was just Marty, myself, and my mom. I needed it. I needed it. And I'm still working through things. And I didn't realize how much wax I actually had, and how figuratively it was weighing me down, until I made myself go through everything and really look at it and have it such an eye-opening experience. So I'm shopping my stash. I'm enjoying what I have. I've been fortunate enough to be able to buy wax, and I don't want it to own me. I want to be in charge of my life. So I my outlook for next year is going to be different. But I still will support my vendors. It's just going to look a little different. So that's apple carting with ghoul friends and a small pep talk. So almost done here. Latte da, second and spruce. Espresso, brown sugar, pecans, pound cake, and zucchini bread. One of my favorite coffee blends. If you like coffee and bakery, Latte Da needs to be in your life. This is rich and heavy and luscious and delicious and coffee and perfection. Love Latte Da. Latte Da and Jam and Java are two of my favorite coffee blends. Raspberry and coffee, I can't get enough. Can't get enough. Speaking of raspberry, sugar milk and cookies and farm fresh raspberry jam from Dessa's. This was a custom little loaf that I got last pre-order in September. Her raspberry jam is spectacular. She's got a really good raspberry jam. If you like a really good, true, yummy raspberry jam that a large vendor was known for, without naming vendors, then you would definitely like Dessa's raspberry jam. In fact, my little loaves I have that I'm looking at right now, I think 6 of them have raspberry jam as a blend. Charity loves raspberry jam. Her and I have talked about her raspberry. There's several of you out there that love her raspberry, but if you're a little hesitant with it, she's going to offer it every time because it's such a good oil. It took her years to find that oil. Buy a tile of it. Try it in your home. See if it's for you. That's the best you can do for yourself. And then when it's back, then go to town with it then. How do you know unless you try? It's kind of like riding a bike when you're a kid. You're afraid you're going to fall off. How do I do it? But how do you know unless you try? One of those days you get on your bicycle and you know how to balance it, and you can't go back to it's part of your life now. You can't forget how to ride a bike. It's just one of those things. You don't know good raspberry until you actually have it and try it, and then everything else is, it doesn't matter. It's like a good steak. Once you've had the best, you can't eat a steak from Applebee's anymore. Not that I'm poo-pooing on Applebee's, but Applebee's steak isn't Peter Luger, Ruth's Chris, or Morton's, or any of the other high-end steakhouses. Jess has got my raspberry jam. I loved that blend. Luke's Beach Bonfire. This was a sample I got from Jenny Rose Girls. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, pancakes, absolute coffee, vanilla crunch donuts, campfire marshmallow, vanilla lace, and marshmallow fireside. So Beach Bonfire is a blend of hers, and then Luke's Diner is another blend of hers. Luke's Diner is a caramel coffee, pumpkin pecan waffles, delicious situation. She blended the two. It's great. I loved that as a sample. Next one here, I'm almost done. Seaside Serenity and By the Seashore. This is a nice, fresh, aquatic, clean blend. It's very spring-like, beachy-like, summer, cleaning day, relaxation, great blend. It's hard to put into words. By the Seashore is absolutely beautiful. I know Chris loves By the Seashore. I didn't try By the Seashore until she raved about it, and then I have it in my home, and I love it. It's very, very good. Coastal Kale, Sweet Lavender. This was in the, I don't remember what sampler this was in, but I used this a while ago, and this still smells like coastal kale. It's so fresh. It's so strong. I love coastal kale. If you really want a clean, aquatic, green, lush fragrance, try coastal kale. I can't talk about it enough. Next, we have strawberry pound cake, fresh picked strawberries and strawberry bread. This is along the lines of the other one I talked about. That's the strawberry bakery blend with the I don't remember where it is. It's in my pile somewhere. A-OK yummy. If you like strawberry bakery, you can't go wrong with this one. Butter pecan latte from Dessa. This is fresh brewed coffee, buttery pecan creamer, and butter brickle. Butter brickle is a strong oil. It's not for everybody. I am picky with my butter brickle blends, and I never had Dessa's, but she did this very, very tastefully. She put a little bit of butter pecan and coffee and toffee in it, or the butter brickle, and it's good. I like it. I wish it had a little bit more of a coffee presence. It was very toffee-like, which I'm not complaining about per se, but I wish it had more of a coffee. I like a good strong coffee oil. I will always have coffee wax in my life. I have a few Wallflowers in here, and then this video's done. Okay, first one I want to talk about, I actually have this one downstairs in my kitchen right now. This is 'Tis the Season. This is one that is been around forever, one of their best-selling Christmas blends. This is red apple, sweet cinnamon, and cedarwood. I love 'Tis the Season. It sells out every year. I purchased some Wallflowers and soaps in 'Tis the Season. I will always have 'Tis the Season. It's pretty good in the candle too. Next is Laundry Day. This is actually over in our bedroom. Laundry Day, they had a Laundry Day candle this year, I see. They might have had it before, but I never saw it. This is fresh air, crisp eucalyptus, and soft lavender. This is a very strong performer. It doesn't necessarily smell like laundry as in dryer sheets or detergent. It just has a clean vibe to it. A little bit of lavender, and it just, I could smell this for several days. And then I put it in before I went out of town. And this is one that's actually lasted for 6 weeks. A lot of times these say that they last 6 weeks, but not all of them do. You know, some oils burn faster than others, but this is one that's still going. And when I came back, I smelled the air, and I had to think for a minute, what do I have in the plug over there, and I thought, oh, that's laundry day. It's beautiful. It's not too eucalyptus. Don't think the eucalyptus spearmint eucalyptus where it's going to knock you down. It's not like that. It's done very beautifully. This is a very beautiful aromatherapy blend, actually. I like this one a lot. And finally, we have Under the Christmas Tree, which is actually right here in this plug next to me. Under the Christmas Tree was a blend that was introduced a few years ago. This is fir balsam, juniper berries, vanilla eggnog, and sage. It's everything that you would find around the Christmas tree. I find it has a very creamy, which I can attribute to the eggnog with the pine, and I love this. I have a few candles of it. I have I'm not sure if it came in soap, I can't remember, but I did just get some fresh wallflowers in this one, and it's one of my favorite pines. So that is my empties for let's see, for the month of November, we'll say up until today. So I will probably do another set of empties after Christmas time into the new year. So I will be doing Dessa's video someday this week. I think I'll get to it, and then we'll see what else I have up my sleeve. So thanks everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me on my live. I know I'm bad with giving notice when I'm going to go live, but sometimes I just fly by the seat of my pants and just sit down and film. So okay, hope everyone has a beautiful week ahead, and happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of those things if you celebrate. And I hope you are staying warm and you're staying stress-free as much as you can. And just remember to enjoy every day. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.